Hey, what's going on, y'all?
What's up, y'all?
Welcome back to another episode of
The Bald
And the Beautiful
with your boy Mel.
and Lauren. And your girl got her hair did. I'm not looking thrown away no more, y'all. I was tired of getting up here looking crazy. So I did this for y'all. Okay, so today's episode, the topic will be how to give your partner space to grow, learn themselves, evolve, whatever terminology you want to use while in a relationship, because it's extremely important, right? This is a very important topic to me because you go through so many changes in life, in a relationship. While you're in a relationship, you're growing as a person, you change as a person. And it's funny because I remember when we were dating, we were dating. And I remember when we were dating, Melvin would always say, 10 years from now, you're going to be a totally different person. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. I would ignore him.
5 by the time you turn 25.
So he was right for once.
Woo! Show is over. The show is over.
Y'all probably...
Okay. I was right. You know, when men right, we got to make a big deal because we're not right often.
Y'all will probably never hear that again.
Ever.
No, I'm kidding. I can admit when I'm wrong. But seriously, I see you. But seriously, as you grow older or mature or mentally progress, whatever the case may be, through life's transitions, you change as a person, and your spouse is going to change as a person too. You both are going to go through things, good, bad, indifferent. And it's important to know how to support your spouse through those changes that they're going through. I mean, honestly speaking, for the two of us, we've been through some changes, right? Yeah. So, I mean, we've been through job changes.
Yes, if y'all wondering, yes, probably mostly my fault, okay? So that's out the way. Anyway, continue.
I'm talking about job changes, career changes. My major in college changed a couple of times. You grow up and you have...
Change clothes, drawers, socks, everything changing.
You grow up, come up and you have this idea of what you want to do, who you want to be as an adult. And 9 times out of 10, that is not going to be the case. You're going to change your mind, your desires, your passions, all that stuff is going to change. And the same is going to go for your partner. So as a partner, you have to give your partner the space to grow and evolve and change as an individual as well, which can sometimes be hard. Especially when you're trying to learn yourself, right? I mean, and even through changes in your marriage, having a baby, that requires learning yourself as a woman all over again. I don't know about men. I can't speak on behalf of the men. But as a woman, you have a baby and you are just learning yourself because your life becomes that child. And is that the same for men? Does that affect y'all the same way?
I just got fat.
Mentally, though. I'm sure y'all go through some type of mental change, right?
I mean, I think every man is different. I mean, as far as birth, having a child, nothing really gets to me. So I'm kind of like the nonchalant, even in birth, you see the videos of men fainting and, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's coming out of there. And I was in there, cologne on. Wife was mad, by the way. What you in here dressed up for?
Okay, but I mean emotional changes.
I didn't go through
and who you are.
I didn't really go through any types of changes as far as, not that I know of. I mean, even now our son is 4 and, it's really setting in now that, I'm a father, He reminds me every day.
The best at that, y'all. The best.
I try to be the best. Although my son, he be trying me. The other day I told him something and I was like, you my son. And he was like, you my son. It's one of those moments when you look at your wife or your spouse and you really want to get him, but you try not to laugh because he's just like you. So yeah, our son. Anyway, I didn't go through really a lot of emotional changes. I don't think mood swings. I don't know. People think I'm moody anyway.
So yeah, back to what I was saying. Allowing your partner space to grow as an individual is important because if you don't give them that space, it can lead to negative effects for them. They'll feel resentment. They feel like you don't support them. And then that can lead to a whole nother can of worms, because then they'll be looking, I'm not going to say they'll be looking like it's inevitable, but it can lead to them looking for that support elsewhere. What do you have any idea?
Yeah. So
feedback on that?
Yeah. So I mean, support is big. You go through a lot of changes when you get married, like she said, from the kids to the new house, new place, new job, new everything, and it's easy to lose yourself in so much stuff that's going on around you. Very, very easy. One thing I always try to do is kind of stay true to myself. I'm kind of like that person who don't need people around to, I guess, have fun or any. I'm really, as much as I am on social media, I'm the person that rather like be at the house all day, chilling, really not having company. Not in a bad way. If somebody want to come over or something, that's different. But I mean, I'm like that person, just chill. So the main thing we want to get at is it's easy to lose yourself when you're becoming one with someone else, because you're spending most of your time trying to do something to please that significant other, and sometimes you neglect yourself. Then before you know it, 7 years later, it's like, who am I? Even with the kid, it's important, that you still do the stuff you did before you had the kid, because
you have to have an outlet. You have to have something for you. You have to have something that makes you feel like, oh, I feel like myself again. Something that's gratifying and fulfilling for yourself. It can't be everything can't be about your spouse or your kids, because then you suffer in the long run. When they're not around, then what?
Right.
And
like me, I'm a musician, so my wife knows I'll be in here playing my piano, making music on my drums, and I get very, very consumed in that, and that's my hobby. I mean, that's what I do. We used to fight not really fight, but we used to argue all the time. I used to always tell her, get a hobby. Like, don't quit bothering me during my hobby time. Like,
I want to. He couldn't balance his time.
Yeah, because once I get consumed in, playing something or anything, that's like my outlet. That's what I do. And it's like once she put her phone down, now it's all eyes on me. Like, she can be on her phone for 3 hours and consume. As soon as she put it down.
What that got to do with you balancing your time?
I'm just throwing it out there. Then it's like,
that ain't got nothing to do with what
you've been on your phone all day.
That ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about.
No, it don't, but I just wanted to put that out there. You have to focus on you. You have to do what makes you happy. It's hard enough trying to make someone else happy, but you cannot be so consumed with trying to please someone else that you forget about yourself, because then it's going to be like, who am I at the end of the day?
Yeah.
So.
And then with that, with allowing your partner to have the space to grow, or you allowing yourself to have the space to grow and discovering yourself, I know sometimes it's uncomfortable for men and women to see their partner going through transitions and changing. And I think that can be twofold. Number one, it can be a struggle to see them trying to find themselves and not be happy with where they are and things like that. Because I feel like a lot of times men feel like, okay, I got to be at this point, at this time. And if they're not there, then it can be, I don't want to say depressing, but what's a better word for that? It can be discouraging. Yeah. It's discouraging. And it's hard to see your partner feel that way, And on top of that, if you're struggling to seeing your partner grow and it makes you uncomfortable, then you have to do an evaluation on yourself. Say, hey, okay, what insecurity am I dealing with that it's a problem for me to see my partner growing in our relationship and I'm not happy about it? Then that's when it's time for you to self-evaluate and look at yourself like, okay, what's going on with me? What am I unhappy about with myself? And then that's when you can open the door to allocate yourself time and space, to give yourself the time and space to grow as well.
Her growing means going to Target and getting a bunch of hair products that fills up 3 bathroom sinks and all that type of stuff.
That is self-care. That is not growing. That is self-care. Okay, so just a little recap on what we have summed up in these 10 minutes or however long I've been talking. Allow your partner the space to grow into an individual within your relationship. Allow yourself that space to grow. Be supportive of your spouse. Be gentle with yourself. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with your spouse. And if you're married, y'all are one anyway, right? Be patient with each other. Be supportive. Encourage them, even if you don't understand what their ambitions are or where they're going. Because at the end of the day, if it's not harming your family, if it's not harming them, what's it going to hurt you to be supportive? You don't have to understand. I don't understand why this man goes on his days off to music stores every single time he's off.
Pawn shops.
But guess what? If that's what's going to make him happy, hey, go for it.
And I don't understand why she be ordering Mrs. Jesse's and
I don't even use Miss Jesse's.
Melanin. I seen the name. I saw the name. Melanin.
I don't use Miss Jesse's.
And it's expensive. And those other places. But hey, I don't say nothing to her about what she does. I can look at it all day, but like, do you really need another hair product? Yeah. So for the men out there, it's very important while you're trying to find yourself. It's very important that you have someone who's encouraging you, someone who understands. It's not always easy. A lot of times, especially after college and stuff, you work in retail. It's like, do I really want to do this for the rest of my life? Like, you're transitioning. You really don't know. You're operating off
people think sometimes that you come straight out of college and you just know.
Yeah. I've had a lot of mentors in my life, male mentors, so it's very easy to get overwhelmed and you really don't know what you want to do, and you don't want to be that person like holding the family back. You have to do something, but you want to be fulfilled too. You want to be happy, all that type of stuff. So it's important, even when you're transitioning your jobs, everywhere, it's important to kind of keep that foundation, that mindset to be strong and say, you know what, something's going to break. I'm gonna get that job I've been applying for. Something's going to happen. But the most important thing is you have to have a supportive spouse, because without that, you can very easily get down in the dumps. Since my wife and I have been married, I have lost 2 jobs, 2 good paying jobs. Not stuff entirely my fault. If I could have did some things maybe differently, I'm one of those people where I love people. Sometimes to a fault. You try to help people in different things, and sometimes that can turn around, stab you in the back, But through it all, my wife is always here. She's been very supportive of me in my career movement. Even out here, God blessed us. A door opened up for us to move, and boom, right place, right time, and it's like when your hard work meets a little bit of luck, and this is where we're at. I'm doing something now that I am good at naturally. It kind of chose me, being a retail manager. I'm a general manager for Old Navy. You guys know that. A lot of you guys do. That's a big deal. It's like I'm 33 years old, and I feel like I'm finally at the point now where I'm really doing something that makes me happy and makes my wife happy. She's working now, after 4 years, and she's been fulfilled. I've always supported her. Yeah,
that transition was really smooth for us, and it's even smoother because he supports me, like with little things. Hey, I'm gonna pick Malachi up today. I'm gonna take him to school today. Like anything he can do to help me, he does it to help me to make my life easier. Because when I come home from work, I'm still hitting the ground running. Like, so
Momming is hard. I can say that.
Momming ain't easy.
Nope.
And neither is being a dad.
Right.
But at the end of the day, we support each other. Has it always been this smooth and easy? No. But hey, anyway, this is the end of our episode. We want to thank y'all for watching. Please, please, please drop any questions, comments, ways that you feel supported by your spouse so others can read it in the comment section. Maybe they'll read it and get the idea and try it out. Maybe we can try it out. Anything. Let us know topics you want to hear us discuss. Give us feedback, good, bad, indifferent. Oh, yeah. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Bald and the Beautiful 2011. Each first letter of each word is capital. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. The first letter of each word is capital. Subscribe, share, like it. If you don't like it, thumbs down it. It doesn't matter. Just watch it.
We're up to 43 subscribers now. That might be small to y'all, but it's big to us because it's been only a couple of weeks, not even a full 2 weeks, I don't think. But yeah, we appreciate you guys. And the crazy thing is, it's mostly strangers. But like I always say, we're not perfect. If we can touch one, help one through our experiences, hey, we've done our job.
Yep.
So until next time, we love y'all. Thank y'all for the support. The Bald
and the Beautiful.
And we out.